All right, so we are going to work on the head of the trowel. That will be a plane. So create a plane. I'm going to rotate that over so that it's in alignment correctly. Just type in a 90 right over here in the channel box. And then I will reduce the number of divisions to, say, 5 by 5 by clicking and dragging on both the 10s over here in the inputs under polyplane 1 and typing in a 5. Let's see. I'm going to do... Is it height? I think 6. No. It's going to be 6 here. 6. I want 6 there so that it lines up with the center of the... I don't think we're going to need more than 5 down here, though. The center of the stem. All right, so then we can change our width if you want to a little bit. Get that to be a little bit wider. It looks like a 1.2 maybe. Let's make it a 1.2. And then the height looks like it's going to be a 2, roughly. And I'll just take these vertices in the middle here, and I will pull them down. Pull these all down so that it curves in. Let's scale these over. And then what we want to do is take the central faces here. It'll stay in vertex, actually. Vertex will be easier to deal with. Take these here. Start pushing them in. Push these in, and then we'll do it with this right here. And I think it's actually more so than this. Let's go to object mode. Try scaling it. Once you get a little bit of a curve there, you can scale it to make it more of a curve. I think it's a stronger curve on there. As you can see, it's pretty intense here. All right, and then we need to attach this. Let's go ahead and we won't attach it yet. I think it curves slightly in this direction as well. I could be wrong about that. I mean, it's been a bit since I've seen a trowel. Maybe pull these in and rotate them. The reason I rotate them is because it just makes it a smoother transition on these shapes. If you press 3, kind of see what it looks like here. All right, I think that's going to be good enough. And then we can make it as thick. So with it selected, just go to your extrude tool. Extrude tool should be on your shelf. If you don't find it on your shelf, go to edit mesh. It's under, or I'm sorry. Yeah, it's under edit mesh. Let's see, edit mesh. Right here, extrude. When I click on it, I'm going to then click on the blue arrow and pull. If you go the other direction, go this way, it's going to go black. And you'll have to reverse it. It's not hurting anything, it's just got to be reversed. All right, so there you go. There's our trowel. Go to, it's not done yet, but it's our trowel head. We want to add on an edge, so I'm going to go to Insert Edge Loop tool, which is underneath Mesh Tools. Click right here. I'm going to press 3, and that makes that a little bit sharper there. These vertices like here and here, I'm going to press R. I'm going to hold Shift and Control and click and scale them out so I get that sharp corner here. Otherwise, it won't be that sharp. And I could do the same thing with these ones down here. But I'm going to move them instead. I'm going to hold Shift and Control and slide them up. And it's going to make that a sharp corner. Then we'll add a triangular shape in here for the stem to connect to. So I'm going to take my multi-cut tool and I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to click over here and then right click to complete that. I'll go to vertex, select the vertex here, and I'll move this out. You might be wondering how I selected that vertex. I just knew where it is because I can tell by the layout of the wireframe, and I just clicked on where I thought it would be. It's that simple. Nothing fancy to it there. So when I press 3 here, you're going to see that doesn't really, the triangular shape doesn't really stick out that much. Make it stick out a lot more. Got a wedge shape that goes in there. And then we can now attach this. We can Boolean these together, I suppose. I tend to avoid booleaning, but in this case, I think it's going to be easiest for students to understand. So we'll go to mesh boolean, and we want union. They're now 1, but we have our n-gons, so we'll have to fix those. A couple different options for fixing the n-gons. Right here, this should be fine. I'm going to check this by clicking and dragging over that. It's 1 vertex. That's fine. Okay. What about these over here? See, these are multiple vertices. Something got a little bit askew here. That's fine. I just need to take these edges out. So click on this edge, hold shift, click on this edge, press Control Delete, and those are gone now. And I can use my multi-cut tool to attach this to here. Same thing on this other side. Click and drag here, click and drag over here. And now I have these shapes, which are n-gons as well. And I'm going to want to get rid of them, but I can take this right here over to here. And that's handled there. And this one right here over to here. So these are no longer n-gons. And then this one here is going to be a little bit more difficult, but it's just going to go to here. And then from here over to here. Object mode, press 3. And we pretty well got it. It might not be such a smooth transition, smooth out, like rounded transition into the head. So if you want to make that sharper, you can use your multi-cut tool, which we've been using. Hold Control on that so you can insert an edge loop right here. Go to object mode and press 3. And there you go. That's a sharper transition now. And if we don't like how sharp that is, we can back that off. Double click that edge and just slide it up here. And it's not as sharp, you know, so we can kind of adjust those things. Now this wedge shape on the head of the trowel is sharper in the image than I have mine here. And to simulate that, what I can do, I'm going to take an edge. I'm going to go down to here. I'll come up to here and then over here. And then I need to go over here. I need to determine where I'm going to end this. It's got to end somewhere, but it's fine. I can just bring it down and end it right here, I think. That'll be good. We can look at that from one side and see how that looks. See, now it's not really any sharper. Let's get the other side, and then we'll figure out how to make it even sharper. So here, here, here. Bring this up over here. And then we'll end it down here. Object mode, press 3. Turn off my wireframe on shades. That's pretty sharp. It could be even sharper, but we do have a problem here with, we have these n-gon. We have an n-gon right here, for example. So we have to figure out what we're going to do with that. And that is going to, I think, what we're going to do is I'm going to take this edge out right here because I don't need it. See, this is a quad edges. 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, so there's 4 edges there to make up that shape. It's not a pretty quad. It's not like a square, but it's a quad. The only thing is just this one n-gon right here. And the way I'm going to get rid of that is I'm going to go to vertex. I'm going to click over here on nothing. I'm going to go to my target weld tool, which is underneath mesh tools. If you don't have it on your shelf, it's this icon right here. Click on that. I'm going to click and drag it up to here. And I'm going to click and drag this one up to here. And now we have those shapes in there. Let's press 3. And that's pretty good. It could be sharper, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get it any sharper without... We do, let me see, if I insert an edge loop here, can I do that? And insert one over here. Those edge loops will probably make this sharper. Oh yeah, that's definitely sharp now. See that on there, but we do have an n-gon down here, right here. We'll have to deal with that. So we could have just left that edge in that we took out. This here, and then down to here. And now these are 2 quads here. Not attractive quads, not pretty pristine squares, but they are quads. This is a quad back here. The only triangles we have are this one, and then the ones on the other side, which we want to avoid those triangles, but I think we're good right now. I don't think we need to worry about having those triangles because we're done. If I press 3 here, I want to see, am I actually done? I want to make this sharper. Double click this edge. I'm going to hold Control and deselect up here and here. Don't have any of these corners selected. Just get rid of the corners altogether. So there we go. And then I can just scale that slightly to make this sharper. So that will look like it will penetrate the soil pretty well. Yeah. There we go. We got ourselves a trowel. All right, so I hope you have fun with that, and you can go ahead and save it out and submit it at this point. So I'm going to save mine. Increment and save. So it'll be a 2 up here. And in the next video, I'm just going to UV this, and you don't have to UV it for the assignment. I'm just doing that in case you want to UV it.